Welcome to Creatively Homemade, the remote and hybrid professional. Today, we're unlocking a powerful tool you use every day, often without even thinking about it, your voice. Specifically, we're going to talk about the power of the voice and how to use it to project incredible confidence when you're speaking over the phone. In a world where so much communication happens without face-to-face contact, your voice truly becomes your superpower. Let's learn how to make it count. So, why is your phone voice so incredibly important? Think about it. When you're on the phone, the other person can't see your smile, your nodding head, or your hand gestures. They can't read your body language. This means your voice is literally the only way they form an impression of you. Your voice alone carries your enthusiasm, your professionalism, and your entire attitude. A clear, confident voice builds clarity and trust. It helps you sound reliable and easy to understand, which are key for any successful phone interaction, whether it's for work, a job interview, or even just calling customer service. Let's break down the first key element: tone. Your tone is the feeling or attitude of your voice. It's how you sound, beyond the words you're saying. Think about the difference between a warm, friendly tone and a flat, dull, or even annoyed tone. A warm tone makes people want to listen and feel comfortable. A flat tone can make you sound uninterested or even tired. You want to express emotion authentically, meaning it sounds real, not forced. For example, try saying, "Hello." Now say it again, but this time imagine you're genuinely happy to hear from someone. Notice how your voice naturally becomes more inviting? That's using your tone effectively. Practice smiling while you speak. Even though they can't see you, your smile will subtly warm your tone. Next, we have pace, which is simply how fast or slow you speak. Speaking too fast can make you sound nervous, rushed, or like you're trying to get rid of the person. It can also make you hard to understand. On the other hand, speaking too slow can make you sound uninterested, unsure, or even bored. The goal is to aim for a conversational pace, like you're talking comfortably with a friend, but with a bit more clarity. It should feel natural, not rushed. Also, remember to pause for impact. A short silence after an important point gives the listener time to absorb what you've said. For example, if you're explaining a complex idea, don't rush through it. Slow down slightly, use your conversational pace, and pause at key moments to let the information sink in. This shows confidence and consideration for the listener. Our third element is pitch, which refers to how high or low your voice sounds. A common trap is speaking in a monotone, a voice that stays on the same level without much change. This can make you sound boring, unenthusiastic, or even like a robot. Instead, aim to vary your pitch naturally. This adds interest and energy to your voice. When you're excited, your pitch might naturally go a little higher. When you're making an important point, a slightly lower pitch can convey more authority and seriousness. Think about the difference between making a clear statement versus asking a question. When you ask a question, your voice usually rises at the end. When you make a statement, it usually lowers. Using this natural rise and fall makes your voice much more engaging and confident. Now, for absolute power on the phone, clarity and articulation are non-negotiable. This simply means speaking clearly so every word can be easily understood. Don't mumble or let your words run together. Many people tend to speak with their mouths barely open, which makes words sound muffled. Try to open your mouth slightly more when you speak, allowing your words to form distinctly. Think about pronouncing the beginning and end of each word. If you find yourself stumbling over certain words, practice them. For example, instead of mumbling statistics, clearly pronounce statistics. This simple effort makes a huge difference in how professional and confident you sound. Your listener won't have to strain to understand you, which builds a strong, positive connection. How do you convey positivity when the other person can't see your face? It all comes down to your voice. First, and this sounds simple, but it's incredibly effective, smile while you speak. Even though they can't see your smile, it naturally lifts your tone and makes your voice sound warmer and more approachable. Second, use positive language. Instead of, I can't do that, try, what I can do is, or let's see how we can solve this. Finally, genuine enthusiasm is contagious. If you sound excited and ready to help, the other person will pick up on that energy. Think about the difference between saying, I can help you with that, with a bright, helpful tone, versus a mumbled, yeah, I guess so. The first one sounds confident and eager, the second sounds unwilling. Choose the voice that expresses positivity. Now, for the ultimate goal, projecting confidence. A confident voice is usually steady, with a consistent pace. When you make an important point, use a slightly lower pitch to add authority. A big tip: avoid uptalk when making statements. Uptalk is when your voice rises at the end of a sentence, making a statement sound like a question. For example, instead of, I am confident in this plan, say, I am confident in this plan, with a clear downward inflection. Start your calls with a strong, clear opening, like, Good morning, this is your name, from your company. And end with a firm, professional closing. This steady, grounded vocal delivery communicates self-assurance and trustworthiness, letting the other person know you are in control and knowledgeable. Like any skill, mastering your phone voice takes practice. Here are some simple exercises you can do. First, record yourself speaking, then listen back. This is often an eye-opener. You'll hear things you never noticed, like how fast you speak, if you mumble, or if your tone is flat. Second, read aloud from different texts, a news article, a story, even a product description. Focus on varying your tone, pace, and pitch. Third, try tongue twisters to improve your clarity and articulation. Things like Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers really make you focus on individual sounds. Finally, listen to confident speakers on podcasts, audiobooks, or even customer service representatives who sound great. Pay attention to how they use their voice and try to learn from them. Consistent practice will build your vocal muscles and confidence. Before every important phone call, run through this quick checklist to set yourself up for success. First, find a quiet space where you won't be interrupted. Background noise is distracting and makes it harder for you to sound clear. Second, sit or stand tall. Good posture opens up your diaphragm and allows your voice to project more easily and sound stronger. Third, smile first. Even if you feel nervous, a genuine smile before you speak will translate into a warmer, more welcoming tone. Fourth, take a deep breath. This calms your nerves and helps regulate your speaking pace. Finally, make sure your notes are ready. Knowing what you want to say reduces anxiety and allows you to focus on how you're saying it, rather than scrambling for words. Vocal mastery isn't just about how you sound, it's also about how well you listen. During the call, make it a point to listen more than you talk. This shows respect and helps you understand the other person's needs. Actively acknowledge and confirm what you've heard. Simple phrases like, I understand, yes, I hear you, or, so, to confirm, you're saying, show you're engaged and listening carefully. And crucially, avoid interrupting. Let the other person finish their thoughts. If you do accidentally interrupt, quickly apologize and let them continue. Good listening skills make your verbal contributions much more impactful and confident because you're responding thoughtfully, not just waiting to speak. Sometimes phone calls can be tough. Whether it's a frustrated customer, a tense negotiation, or a difficult personal conversation, your voice can help you keep your cool. In these situations, consciously lower your voice slightly. A higher pitch can sound defensive or emotional. A lower, calmer pitch conveys control and reassurance. Also, use a slower pace than usual. This prevents you from sounding reactive and gives you time to think before you speak. Focus your language on solutions, not just problems. Instead of saying, this is impossible, try, let's explore what options we have. And above all, remember to breathe. A few deep breaths can bring you back to a calm, centered state, allowing you to respond thoughtfully and confidently, even under pressure. It's important to remember that your voice isn't just about technique. It's a true window to your inner state. If you're stressed, tired, or feeling unsure, your voice will often show it, maybe through a higher pitch, a faster pace, or a shaky tone. On the other hand, if you're feeling rested, prepared, and confident, your voice will naturally reflect that too. This is the powerful mind-body connection at work. So, while practicing vocal skills is vital, truly mastering your phone voice also means taking good care of yourself. Manage your stress, get enough sleep, and practice self-care. When you feel good on the inside, it naturally radiates through your voice, making you sound more poised and powerful. To give your phone confidence that final boost, here are a few extra tips. First, know your material. Be prepared for the call. The more you know, the less you'll hesitate, and that shows in your voice. Second, visualize success. Before the call, take a moment to imagine the conversation going smoothly and positively. This mental preparation can calm your nerves. Third, practice positive self-talk. Instead of thinking, I hope I don't mess this up, tell yourself, I am prepared, I am clear, I am confident. Finally, always end strong. Conclude the call with a clear summary, a firm thank you, and a confident closing statement. These actions reinforce the positive impression you've made throughout the conversation. Your journey to vocal mastery is ongoing, and there are many great resources to help you. For books, I recommend Speak Up, A Guide to Having Your Say and Knowing When to Shut Up by Megan Hamel, which offers practical advice on effective communication. Also, Verbal Advantage, 10 Steps to a Powerful Vocabulary by Charles Harrington. Elster can help you choose words that make your voice even more impactful. For practical application, simply use the voice recording app on your phone regularly to listen to yourself. There are also specialized public speaking practice apps like Ori, which use AI to give you feedback on your voice. And of course, YouTube is full of channels with vocal warm-ups and elocution exercises that can strengthen your vocal cords and improve clarity. Your voice journey starts here, and every bit of practice makes a difference. So there you have it. The power of your voice over the phone is truly immense. By focusing on your tone, pace, pitch, and clarity, you can consciously project more professionalism, positivity, and unwavering confidence. Remember, it might feel a little strange at first, but with consistent practice, these vocal techniques will become natural and effortless. Your voice is a powerful tool, capable of building trust, conveying competence, and strengthening your connections in every phone interaction. If you found these tips helpful and want more ways to boost your health and wellness, please subscribe to Creatively Homemade, the remote and hybrid professional. Thank you so much for tuning in, and happy calling.